worked as a research fellow at the University of Oxford in the Department of Physiology, UK, and in the University of Illinois, Chicago. Her extensive research of calcium signaling was highly notable. She has written a chapter in Springer Publications. She has worked as a research assistant in the Institute of Bioagricultural Sciences Academia, Sinica, Taiwan, and worked as a lecturer in the Department of Microbiology, University of Madras, India. Her research articles have been published in top-ranked international journals such as the Journal of Neuroscience, Journal of Biological Chemistry, and Cell Calcium. The educational exposure from 3 different continents led her to teaching psychology and related topics. Currently, she is supporting non-profit organizations that focus on secondary communication languages. Ma'am, I request you to present the talk on the rhythm of career success.
Thank you, Aishwarya. So good evening to you all. I'm delighted to be here today, and I wish to thank SRM team and especially Dr. Raja for inviting me as a speaker to this webinar. So today we are going to explore the topic, the rhythm of career success. So rhythm, it is a strong, regular and repeated pattern that brings harmony in our life. Exactly the same kind of pattern we need to follow in order to get success in our career. So we are going to explore that topic today. Let me start with some true story. A young mechanic applied for an engineer position at Toyota, and his application was rejected. After a long period of unemployment, he started a small company and manufactured auto parts and became a supplier for Toyota. But unfortunately, during World War II, his company was completely collapsed. So just guess, what about his fate? And we will see one more true story. Here, 2 young engineers developed a new computer algorithm, and then they wanted to sell their idea for $1 million to a dot-com giant. But that company rejected that novel idea. So guess what happened to their idea? So in both cases, who are they and what happened to them? We will see at the end of this presentation. Now we focus on our topic. So what is the one thing that flashes through your mind when I say a successful career? Could be anything that is listed here or other things. Most of the people, this is the word cloud, most of the people think or relate success to college and skills, knowledge, and the choice of the right career. And few of them correlate success to thinking, training, and other so many things what you are looking at here. But majority of people think college as the platform for career success. That is true only. But I have a question for you. Do you think only the toppers in your college or university succeed in their career? Just think about that. Not necessarily, right? Then who is achieving success in career? And what are the common thoughts about success? So the first one, we need to sacrifice everything else in life in order to taste success. And the second one, we need to jeopardize several of our moral values to get a good job. And then we need more luck than others in order to achieve success. So together, success is considered as complicated and difficult to achieve. So do you agree all these common thoughts? If so, delete all these myths. They are not true. There is a rhythm for the success to gain without much pain. So that's what we are going to see here. So the first one and the foremost one is you set a goal that is very specific and you truly desire for that. So you develop a vision around that goal. Then we are applying a formula to achieve that goal. So here conditions apply. We need to follow certain rules that we see later. And then we have to develop or build strong competencies and demonstrate those skills inside and out of your organization to accelerate your success. We will see one by one. So the first one, as I told before, it's very important. So just think about, do you have any vision for your future? So what you are looking at here is called the vision board. So here you can put all the images, whether it is a short-term or long-term goals. So you put the images of whatever you want, what you want to achieve. Today you are a SRM student, so there are several possibilities for you to choose your career. I portrayed just only two. Either you can go in this direction or the other direction. One is towards the science, and you can vision you as a future Nobel laureate. And also, after pursuing your PhD, or you can go to the business school and you dream for a CEO or the business leader. So why this method is so effective? Just putting all the images in a board and visualizing them every day or so often as possible. You are stimulating all the neurons in your visual cortex that strengthen your connections, which is going to be very helpful for achieving your success. So I advise you to do this. If you are a student, or already if you are a professor, or anybody who are, you just do this. You make a vision board, put all the images that should be very specific what you want to become in your future, and just look at those images and strengthen your visual cortex. Then the next one, apply the formula. So there is the formula for success, which is the feedback loop called the learn, measure, and acquire. So if you are studying something or if you are learning something, that doesn't mean that you are acquiring knowledge. So for acquiring knowledge, you have to measure it. So first you learn some things and then you measure it through validation. For instance, you can formulate a hypothesis and you test this hypothesis by doing the experiments and then analyze the data. So through this, you acquire the practical knowledge of what you have already learned. If there's something goes wrong, then you learn again. Then the loop continues. So this is the feedback loop. So acquiring knowledge is not the one-time process. You have to do this throughout your life in order to achieve success in your career. So first you learn, measure, and acquire. Then again you learn, measure, and acquire. So this is the success formula. So I told already that there is certain conditions we need to apply by following some rules. The rule one is believe in yourself and work hard. So you can reverse it. First you work hard and then believe in yourself. So what is the strength of believe in yourself? So in psychology it is called Galatea effect. You can say this as simple like, I know that I can do it. This is what exactly Galatea effect. So what is happening if you believe in yourself? So this has a very, very deeper effect on your brain. Give the strength to proceed forward. So here we see the four components of the Galatea effect. First one is the belief. So for instance, I can say that you are going to attend a job interview. So you are preparing very well. You are working so hard, smartly, and you are ready for the interview and think you are the best applicant over there. So you had a strong belief about your potential. Then you expect self expectations. So your expectation is you will get the job. I'm going to get the job. So that will influence your behavior during the interview time. So you will be very confident and you will answer the questions very well. So that again influences the results. That is the outcome. So you get a job. So your expectation, your self expectation before the interview and the outcome after the interview, they will be matched together because of your strong belief. This is what called Galatea effect in psychology. So this we have to imply in each and every aspect of our life. Next one is the hard work. Hard work is a smart work. You have to work smartly. That means it is a strategic hard work. You have to plan based on the time management and priorities. So if you work like this, your work will be very smart. You can achieve success within a short time period. We are going to watch a video here. This is the women's 600-meter final. Happened in Minneapolis, USA in the 2008 Big Ten indoor event. Let us watch the video.
And is probably going to be your favorite. She actually won the NCAA championships in 2006 in the 800, but she only won one Big Ten championship in the 2 years. 3 laps in Michigan, 600. So they're really relying on getting a lot of points from her this weekend. And she's Just coming behind Bonjour now in the home stretch, heading into the bell line. Down. Gordon falling down, gets up quickly, but that's going to cost her. Lucky she wasn't injured. Her teammate just went to the front, though, so they may be able to. Gordon coming down the stretch from the outside. Gordon coming on strong.
So what is the psychological aspect here, psychological perspective here? This athlete is called Heather. So we saw that she fell down on the track, but he managed to come first in the running race, right? So what is behind this? First, she had a belief that she can do it well. So she can run so fast, and her expectation is that she is going to win the race. But even though she fell down, despite of challenges, she won the race, right? She got the medal. So the reason is she had this strong belief, and that's why her expectations are matched with the outcome. So this is what exactly called the Galatea effect. It is applicable for the negative belief also. If you think about you negative, and if you are a low esteem one, then what will happen? Because of the stress and because of the anxiety and depression, you are unknowingly inviting the failure towards you. So always trust you, and you can do that. This is very, very important to achieve the success in your career and also in your personal life. So this is the graph showing the both aspects, believe in yourself and hard work. So this is the lower end and this is the higher end. So if you believe in yourself, but you are not doing hard work, you are a daydreamer, right? And then if you are doing so much of work, even if it is a smart work, but if you are not believing yourself, you will be always in a doubtful position. You can never achieve the target. But if you combine your hard work smartly and also you believe in yourself, you will be the achiever. Then rule number 2. This is determination and perseverance. So this determination is very, very important. That only leads to motivation. And this is explained psychologically by using the self-determination theory. So we see the 3 psychological needs here in this theory. The first one is autonomy, the next one is the competence, and the third one is the relatedness. So what is autonomy? This is nothing. It is your ability to function independently without the influence of others. And competence, this is the skill. Whatever you do, you become a master in that. That's what called the competence. And also you have to know cope up with your environment really very well. And the third one is the relatedness. It is nothing but this is the sense of belonging and also the sense of attachment to others. So when you fulfill all these 3 psychological needs, you will become master in all these skills, and also you can create the effective mental models, and you learn. You definitely learn in a team. You cooperate with the people and you'll be successful in the team learning. And the next one is perseverance. We all know this, right? Perseverance is the continuous effort without failure to achieve something despite of any challenges you face in your life. So this is simply, we can say that never give up. Keep on trying for something. So here, if you show the quality of perseverance, but if you don't have the determination, then you will miss to hit your goal, right? And then if your determination is high, at the same time, if you're not putting enough effort, you'll be always in the unstable position. It's very hard for you to achieve the success. If you are determined, if you have the willpower, and also if you keep on trying for your goal, then you'll become the achiever. And the third rule is evaluate your strength and weaknesses. So first you try to acknowledge your strength and admit your weakness, then only we can improve ourselves. Here we are looking at 8 different types of intelligence. We all have this intelligence to some extent, but depending on the area of your choice, you have to really develop this skill. For example, if you want to become the engineer, you have to have a skill in logical and mathematical intelligence. If your choice is marketing, then you need the interpersonal intelligence. So depending on your choice, you choose which kind of intelligence you need and improve your intelligence level. So if you know your strength and also your weakness, you will definitely become the achiever. But if you know only your strength but not the weakness, you'll be stagnant in your career. You cannot improve. And if you know only the weakness but not the strength, you will start hate yourself. That's what self-hated people. Those people have really very low level of self-esteem. And then we are coming to the last one, that is called the competency. Competency is a skill we need to demonstrate in the working place. Especially today, it is more important than previous times, because all the modern jobs are unstable, very unstable here. So the first one is the communication. We all know that for any kind of job, this is very essential. And the next one is the innovation. And the third one is the leadership mindset. So we will see the first one. So communications seem to be very simple, right? But it is not. We need to we need this quality, and we have to learn this by improving our verbal and non-verbal communication. So the verbal includes spoken and written words. So spoken word, we all know that what is spoken word. So here I doesn't mean that you have to, this is not something like the proficiency. You can know even 4 words and you can talk fluently and efficiently if you know the non-verbal communication. So the non-verbal communication, that is your tone of voice and your vocal qualities and your body movements and the appearance. This is all determine what you are speaking. So if you are honest, how people, are you sincere or honest, how people determine that, depending on your non-verbal communication, because the first impression is formed through non-verbal communication only. So people usually underestimate the non-verbal communication, but you have to always look for your non-verbal cues, your own and also to others. Especially this is very important when you're going for the job interview. You look confident and you'll be honest, and your spoken words should match with your non-verbal communication. And then the listening. Listening is also the other component of a communication. To become very successful in the communication, you have to give importance to listening, because always people think that hearing and listening are the same thing, but it is not. Hearing, this is just it is not an active process. If you sit in one place and you can hear what all people are talking, but for listening, you have to train your brain. You have to receive all the messages from the speaker and then interpret those messages and trying to understand that messages. And also we need to block out the common barriers of listening. So what are the common barriers of listening? People used to meeting every time they just nod their head and they act as if they were listening. So we have to avoid that. And also in attendance. So for the successful listening, we have to attend those informations and process in your brain and try to understand those information. But people, most of the time nowadays, people miss that. They don't attend to the speaker's messages and interpret, and then you have to give your feedback to get success in your career. So we need to try to integrate all these three components to effectively demonstrate the communication skill in the workplace. Then the next skill is the innovation. So this is also comprises three things. One is the creativity. We know what is creativity. It's up to your imagination. You are totally making the new ideas. And then stimulus. Stimulus is, there should be a need. That is, there has to be a problem to solve. And then the next one is the knowledge. So ideas are practically viable. That is what knowledge. So you have to combine all these three skills together to give the innovative ideas or solutions. But if you use only creativity and stimulus, if you don't have a knowledge, that will create the useless ideas. And also then if you use only, if there is a stimulus, that is not, there is a need for the solution and you have the knowledge, but if you don't have the creativity, you are not imagining to up to the extent, then you always give the boring solutions. Then if you have only the creativity and knowledge without stimulus, that is, there is no need for the idea, then you create the ideas, but there is no implementation. The ideas sit in the chair. We are not using those ideas. And the next skill is leadership mindset. This is how you become, because we all admire the leadership quality. So we need three things here. The first one is the integrity. So we all know what is integrity. This is the honesty. Try to be honest in your workplace. And then ethical. We have to give, every time we have to give, in any culture, importance to the ethical values. Ethical is nothing but a right or wrong. So always we follow the ethical rules. Wherever you are going, in whichever country, you have to follow that rules. And then the accountability. It is the very important thing. It is the responsibility. You have to be courageous to accept the responsibility for your actions, whether it is right or wrong, no matter. So you should be willingness and courageous to accept that. That is the main quality of the leaders. So you have to have all these qualities together: integrity and ethical and accountability. So if you express only the integrity and the ethical, then you will become the influencer. So you influence all the people working under you. And you are showing only the ethical values and accountability, you become a grounded person, more sensible person in your work area. And if you're honest and you are accountable, then you just show the openness. So you are open to all new ideas, so people admire you. So we have to try to implement all these three qualities to become a leader. So now we just come to our questions, what we have seen in the initial of our presentation. So we saw that the young mechanic applied for the job position at Toyota and he became unsuccessful. Then he started this small company, and this company was collapsed during the World War II. Did you guess who is he and what happened to him? So he is the co-founder of Honda. So this is one of the world's biggest and most innovative auto companies. So he came out from the ruins of World War II and started the company Honda. He is Soichiro Honda. So imagine how he succeeded in his life after all these challenges. Then I just asked the next story. So here, the two young engineers developed a new computer algorithm and they approached the dot-com giant. This is the Yahoo. So by the time you might have guessed to whom I am addressing here. So they wanted to sell their idea to them, but Yahoo rejected their idea. So what happened to them? So they are the co-founders of Google. Larry Page and Sergey Brin, they started the Google more than 20 years before. So they had a very big vision that a worldwide web search engine could rank everything. So that's what their big vision. So they made it true, right? Still, they are improving a lot. They're very successful in their career. So how they become successful, how they just cross over all their limitations. That's what our takeaway message today. So the first one is we need to set a goal that should be very specific and you truly desire for that goal and priorities for the future. So that's the first and foremost important thing. So you should have a vision. It might be the long-term or the short-term goals. And then success requires an intelligent way of working. So you work hard, but if you are not working hard smartly, then it takes a longer time to achieve success. So every time work intelligently. Then success requires a commitment, lifetime commitment and motivation over a long time. That's a willpower. Then at last I want to tell you something. Success is very personal. That means it varies from one person to other person. That is, some people think success that I mean, imagine what you think about success for you. So some people think money as the success, and some people think power as the success. Somebody thinks um, so many things, right? They want to work for the welfare of the community, that the success. So never ever compare the success with any person. So just set your goal and work on the intelligent way, and do with a lot of motivation and perseverance. So I want to end my talk with a very inspirational speech of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So let us watch this one.
I personally believe you must have a dream. Say, I must have a dream.
I must have a dream.
I must continuously acquire knowledge.
I must continuously acquire knowledge,
Hard work,
hard work,
and perseverance.
and perseverance.
Then you'll be successful. Okay?
So this is the inspirational speech, right? So as he said, again, I'm just pressing you that you must have a vision, and you use the formula. So you continuously acquire the knowledge throughout your lifetime. Never stop, never give up. So by learning and then measuring it and then acquiring the knowledge. So these are the rules. You have the strong belief. So always think positive, stay away from the negative people, and do the hard work smartly in an intelligent way, and just do continuous effort. That's what the perseverance. So I wish you all to be positive, focused, and productive. Thank you.